I came to my chicken house one morning, just like any other morning, and I found 5 of my broilers lying on the floor, dead. No warning signs the night before, nothing. And I stood there asking myself, what did I miss? Today I'm going to answer that question. These are the 10 things I know I now check every single morning, and if you skip even one of them, I promise you, you will lose birds. Most farmers, especially when they are starting out, they think caring for chickens means throwing feed and topping up water. That is it. Done. That is where the problem begins. Chickens cannot talk. They cannot tell you, I'm not feeling well today. They cannot tell you something came in last night. By the time you see one bird lying on the floor, sometimes it is already too late to save the others. Here is what I have learned from my own experience, from my own losses, diseases in poultry. Move fast. Newcastle disease, gubolo, coccidiosis. These diseases do not wait for you to be ready. One day, your birds are healthy and active. 3 days later, half your flock is gone. And the part that hurts the most of these losses are preventable. Not with expensive medication, not with a big fancy farm, just attention paid every single morning. Whether you have 10 chickens in your backyard right now, or you are running a commercial farm with 500 birds, this morning checklist works for you. I decided after years of farming here in Kenya, and I have shared it with farmers in Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria, and the principles are the same everywhere. Let us start. Number 1, and this one surprises most people. I've been farming for over 3 years. I have had very good seasons. I've had seasons where I lost money, and through all of it, I built a morning routine that changed everything for my flock. By the end of this video, you'll have your own checklist. Write it down, save this video, and share it with any farmer you know, because when I am about to share could save someone an entire investment. Check number 1, count your birds. Every morning before you feed, before you water, before anything else, count your birds. I know it sounds too simple, but most farmers do not do this consistently. Why does it matter? Because if a bird went missing overnight, either a predator found a way in or a sick bird has separated itself and is hiding in a corner, dying alone. When I lost my 5 broilers, I had not counted the day before. A predator had already entered once. I just did not know. Count your birds. Know your numbers. This is your first alarm system. Check number 2. Observe behavior before you enter. Before you open the door, stop, stand outside, listen, look through the netting. Healthy chickens are excited in the morning. They are moving, making noise, lashing towards where the feed usually comes from. But if you open the door and the birds are still sitting or moving slowly, not interested, something is wrong. Laziness is the earliest warning sign of disease. Before a bird stops eating, before it dies, first it slows down. Train your eyes to know what normal looks like. So the moment something feels different, you catch it early. Check 3, check droppings. I know this one feels uncomfortable, but it can save your flock. Healthy chickens' droppings are brown with a white tip. That is normal. Green droppings, possible Newcastle disease. Bloody droppings, especially in young chicks, that is coccidiosis. Watery, very pale droppings, kidney stress from bad water or long feed. Your birds cannot speak. but the floor of your chicken house is telling you their story every single morning. Are you reading it? Check number 4, check the water. Clean water every morning, not once a week, every morning. I have seen farmers lose birds to simple dehydration because the water turned dirty and the birds stopped drinking it. I have also seen salmonella spread through a frog from one dirty drinker. So watch the drinkers refill with clean fresh water. It takes less than 5 minutes, but it can save you thousands of shillings in treatment costs and the heartbreak of losing birds you raised from chicks. Check number 5, check feed consumption. Did your birds finish their feed from yesterday? Or is the feeder still full this morning? A bird that is not eating is a sick bird, full stop. But also watch the opposite. If birds are latching and fighting over feed more than usual, check your quantities. Underfeeding causes stress, overfeeding causes waste and health problems. So an excited lashing frog is a healthy frog. A frog that ignores the feeder needs your attention right now. Check number 6 now is check ventilation and smell. So walk into a chicken house and breathe in. If your eyes sting, if the ammonia smell is very strong, your birds have been breathing bad air all night long. Ammonia damages the respiratory system. It weakens immunity. It makes your birds vulnerable to every disease that passes through. And in cold weather, when farmers close all the windows to keep birds warm, this becomes a silent killer. So, good airflow is not a luxury. It is a basic requirement for survival. Now check number 7 is inspect for injuries and wounds. Chickens peck each other. It is in their nature, especially when they are crowded or stressed. But a small wound that is not treated becomes infected, and in a flock, an injured bird gets pecked more and more by others. What starts as a tiny cut becomes a serious, life-threatening wound within days. Scan your flock every morning. Look for missing feathers, swelling, or blood. If you find an injured bird, isolate it immediately. Treat the wound. Return to the flock only when it is fully healed. Check number 8 is mites and lice check. Mites and lice are silent killers. They feed on your birds at night. So by morning, the damage is done and the birds are already stressed. So every morning, randomly pick 2 or 3 birds. Check under the wings. Check around the vent area. If you see small moving insects or clusters or of tiny eggs or at the base of the feathers, you have a problem that needs immediate treatment. The treatment is simple and affordable, but if left unchecked, mites will slowly drain your birds, reduced weight, reduced eggs, and eventually death. Check number 9 is nesting box check. For those keeping layers, this one is for you. Check your nesting boxes every morning. Are there eggs that are not corrected from yesterday? Are there broken eggs inside? Is there a hen sitting in the box for too long? She may be egg-bound, which is a serious condition. Broken eggs attract bacteria. They also teach other hens to eat eggs, and once that habit starts, it is very hard to stop. Correct array, keep boxes clean. A good layer is a healthy layer. Last check, walk around the outside of your chicken house. Check that the door closes and latches properly. Look for new gaps in the netting or fence. Look for signs of digging along the base. Rats, mongooses, even dogs can dig underneath overnight. So predators are patient. They come back. They find new ways in. A gap that was not there yesterday may be there today. I thought I had solved my rat problem once. I had not. Do not assume. Check every morning. After I lost those 5 birds, I sat down that night and I wrote a list. Not a complicated list, not something that required money or a big farm. Just what do I need to see every morning to know that my farm is okay. And from that loss, this routine was born. Today I rarely lose a bird to something I couldn't have prevented. Not because I'm a perfect farmer, I'm far from it, but because every morning, before I do anything else, I go through these 10 checks. Farming is not just buying chicks and waiting for profit. It is about showing up every single day, paying attention to what your birds are telling you even when they cannot speak. Small farm or big farm, 10 birds or 500, your flock needs you to be pleasant. That is the secret that no one tells you when you are starting. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 10 checks surprised you the most? Or is there a check you do on your own farm that I did not mention here? Tell me in the comments below. I did every single one, and if you want to go deeper on any of these, for example, how to identify specific diseases from droppings, or how to treat mites using local affordable methods, tell me below and I'll make that video for you. If this helped you today, please share this video with one farmer who needs it. One share could save someone's entire investment. And if you are new here, welcome. This is Esther Farm. We talk real farming, real challenges, real solutions, no shortcuts, no lies. Subscribe because your chickens deserve a farmer who keeps learning. See you in the next video. Keep farming with patience, keep farming with discipline, and always remember, small is powerful.